So when we're talking about the gut, we see two main issues. So we talked about issues with the gut lining in a previous video. If you missed that one on intestinal permeability, make sure to check that one out. But today we're going to talk about inside of the gut. So dysbiosis is known as the imbalance of good to bad microbes. And remember, those microbes are the workers on the job site helping to keep us healthy. So three things can happen. We can have an overabundance of bad guys compared to the good guys. We can have a general decrease of all of our microbes, or our microbes may be moving to places that we don't want them to be within our GI tract. So a lot of the same reasons that cause intestinal permeability can also affect the inside of our gut and cause dysbiosis. But the main things here are just to focus on repopulating our gut with as many good guys as we can. So having a whole food diet that is low in chemicals, organic if possible, to avoid those pesticides and antibiotic sprays that are added to food. Also just have exposure to soil and not excessively scrubbing all of our produce to get some of that beneficial bacteria. As far as a general decrease in all of our microbes, this is a little bit tricky right now because everyone is very aware of their use of hand sanitizers, antimicrobial sprays, and soaps, but just have that awareness because they do not discriminate and they will wipe away the good guys in addition to the bad. Also, just be aware of prescriptions that you may be given for antibiotics and question if they're really necessary. The CDC says about 1 in 3 often are not necessary. And then just know that there is a third kind of tier here where your microorganisms may be moving into your small intestine and they're not supposed to be there. That's supposed to be a relatively sterile environment. And that's too big of a topic to talk about today, but just keep that in mind. So out of all of those tips we talked about, a couple other things I want to mention are fermented foods are another great way to populate your gut, but just have some awareness and really listen to your body with that, because if you are having an issue with your microbes moving somewhere that they're not intended to be, adding in more bacteria may not be the best solution for you. But then also spore-based probiotics is another great solution. So that's obviously a supplement form, but something that a lot of people see great results from. So let me know what questions you guys have on this topic.